Time to leave. Zahra might return at any moment. Wooden weapons and training dummies. Looks like our scholar wields both pen and sword. Another book of poetry by Arib. She definitely is popular in certain circles. Zahra is definitely tied to the Order, along with somebody named El Rabisu. Learned all I can. Better get to high ground and get ready. Zahra might return any minute.
Servants, prepare a glass of date juice on ice, and serve it with a plate of honeyed bread and pomegranates. Then prepare the bath salts. I am utterly beat. Paradise is where you find it. That old fool tinkering with his worthless ancient disc and helpless patience. Bah!
Of course.
The real answers are in books. They are always in books. Am I not right?
Always say that.
When I get that book translated, then we'll see who is the real head of the order.
As you wish. Say that. Now you pay! There you are!
Basim! Join me on the roof!
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Basim! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabed, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill, and the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now, but someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go, spy out this puzzle with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something.
لقد وصل للتو من الأراضي الإدريسية ويتحدث عن الجمال الرائع في الأعلى. ظاهراً فقط همین یکی هم نبود. حالا رقابتی برای جذب مشتری. البته فلفل.
These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds. It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
چندین کیسه الیاف برایشان آمده و در زندگی به کمک نیاز. به دخترانتان اطلاع بدید که اگر میتوانند کمی بیشتر کار کنند. نبود که نمی‌آمدند در کشیدن گل‌ها.
وضعوا الأروقة للقرب من متجر أخيه. يبدو أن الحجر قد تعرض إلى التفتت بما يكفي المصنوع من المباني التي تدخل المدينة المدونة.
خارجي هكذا يمكننا تقريبا تحقيق القاعدة الذهبية إلى تعقب الحركة والسياسة.
There is that poet David loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Spirit? Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
تلك الفكرة الأخيرة من المثل التالي ذلك الكتاب الذي أعرتني إياه إلى الصالح.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
He just killed someone! Murder! Run away! Baghdad is cursed! Cursed!
Huh? That's odd.
Ah! Good! Murder! Murderer here!
Time to vanish.
Hey!
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure. Correct volume.
I'll nail bits of you to every one of the city gates.
Your fate is sealed. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Hold on!
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.